I don't see a lot of gardeners using hose and sprayers, but they are very effective. It's a hot day here in Florida today, however, when it's never been hot in Florida. Alright, so for this mix that you're going to be using on your vegetables for your next growing season, or even if you're in a grow season right now and you're being affected by these soft body insects that are eating up your leaves, you're going to need 50 grams of baking soda, not baking powder. 50 grams of baking soda. You're going to need 50 grams of white vinegar, 5% vinegar. So that's your regular vinegar that you'll be getting in your stores. You're also going to need some dishwashing liquid to act as your surfactant, and you're going to need 100 grams of salt. You're going to mix this together in a 5-gallon bucket of water. So you're going to need 5 gallons of water. You're going to mix this, spray it all over your plants. Most of the time when you're having insect problems in the garden, it is not on top of your leaves. So with this solution, you're going to go in and you're going to spray under your leaves. I'm also going to show you another method which you're not going to be going in and be spraying one by one, hand spraying one by one. You can just go with a hose and spray on and just blast everything. But if you're going to go through your garden slowly, one by one, and look, you can lift your leaves and you just look on the bottom part of your leaves for whatever you're looking at for. If you spray the top of the leaves, they will just run off, and well, the spray will just run off, or whatever you're using is just gonna fall off the leaf. Yes, if you have a surfactant in it, it will remain on the top of the leaf, but those insects will continue to live and breed underneath. So you want to hit them and get rid of them. This solution, like many other solutions that should be sprayed onto your vegetables or your lawn for insect, should be used early mornings or late evening. One thing, most of these instruction on the commercial type solution doesn't tell you guys, and is that you can spray immediately after rainfall. If you spray in the heat of the day, it may cause shock to your plants. It can also burn the plants, so you don't want to spray in your hot hours throughout the day. If it's a cool time of year, then maybe you can go in the middle of the day and spray if it's cool and overcast. But you just be the judge of your garden. Just remember, sunlight is out of bound for spraying any form of solution onto your plants. So that's going to be early morning, late evening, or after a shower of rain. You can go ahead and spray any form of pest solutions to your plants. Neem oil is also good. I use neem oil a lot, but I normally use neem oil in my fall and winter months. Because of the oil that is mixed with the neem, it can prolong on the leaves of the plant, and even if you spray it on in the morning or overnight, it may get burned throughout the hot months or the warmer months. So it's best to use neem oil during your cooler seasons and go for something like this mix during the warmer months. When using any form of insecticide or pesticide, don't expect on contact for those pests to die immediately. These are not harsh chemicals. These are going to be your homemade natural stuff which you put together, and when sprayed on your plants, it will act on these insects and pests, but they won't react immediately, or they won't die immediately. It will take them a little time or a little while for them to start absorbing these things that you're going to be spraying on them, and then it will kill them in that process. So it's not an overnight thing, and it's not a one-time fix. It's not a spray it now and look at it in another minute and it should be good. It takes time. These are all natural products you're using and they will take time. Gardening takes a bit of patience also, so you must be patient. The next method, these bottles that I have here with me, or these sprayers, they are called Hosen sprayers. I don't see a lot of gardeners using Hosen sprayers, but they are very effective. I mostly see lawn guys using these. When you're using these Hosen sprayer, it has to be more concentrated, so your mixture have to be way more concentrated. So instead of using 5 gallons of water with same amount of salt, baking soda and vinegar with the whatever surfactant you're going to use, dish soap, you're going to make it way much stronger. So you're going to go for a gallon of water with those, and then you're going to put it in your hose and spray on, and then you can go and just spray your garden. Demonstration purpose again, I'm going to go with this. I have nothing to spray right now, so I'm just going to fill this with water and show you guys how it works. Now is the time that I'm out doing this video, and I'm just going to do a proper demonstration for you guys. I have no need to spray these plants that I have here, but I'm just going to put water in this and give you guys just a quick demo of how to go about using your hose and sprayer and your solution whenever you mix it. So when you're making the solution, again, I just want to go over it. When you're making your solution for the hose and sprayer, it is going to be the same part baking soda, salt, vinegar and your surfactant. However, the water for that amount is going to be 1 gallon this time. So you're going to have 100 gram of salt, 50 gram baking soda, 50 gram vinegar with 1 gallon of water to go in your hose and sprayer. The water will go down into this from the hose, mix it and spray it out evenly, so it will come out to a proper balance for your plants if you use that amount which I'm telling you. Same thing for a hose and sprayer like this one. You can adjust them. They come with instructions which you can adjust to control the flow of water or the flow of solution that is coming out from it. But these are great to have as gardeners. They just make work easier if you have more than one bed or more than just a few plants, instead of you going in and trying to spray every plant one by hand. You can go and blast them with these things. These are very inexpensive. This one, I should be able to find it and put it in the description in my Amazon store. This one, I just picked this one up at Home Depot maybe 5 or 6 years ago, and these were all used for my lawn. And you guys see the lawn that I take care of in front of my house. It's a Bermuda lawn, and I'm very much into greenery, so from my garden to my lawn, I want them to be in immaculate condition at all times. So I don't just take care of my garden, I also treat my lawn when I'm doing anything. So for the same solution that I use for grubs in my lawn, I use it for whiteflies and aphids and other soft body insect in my garden also. So that is why in an earlier video you guys must have heard me talk about salt, using salt in the garden, and why gardeners are saying that it is bad to use salt in your garden. But I can understand the argument because you have people who will use excess salt in the garden, and that is bad for the plants and it's also bad for the soil. However, if you know your measurements and you're going about it, it's one of the most natural way to get rid of soft body insect in your garden or in your lawns. This is your hose and sprayer. This is another hose and sprayer. Just want to take it slow and go simple for anyone who have never used one of these before. You're going to remove the top from it. When placing this part down, ensure you don't put it where it has any fine particle that will stick or go up into the hose and blocks it. Let's call this bottle of water or solution. We're going to take our solution and we're going to pour it into our hose and sprayer. Next thing, when filling your hose and sprayer, don't fill them all the way to the top. It needs air space in it, so when you attach the hose to it and turn it on, it can mix it. Otherwise, only water will be spraying out and your solution will be left in the bottle. You go ahead and you tighten your bottle, and it's now time for you to attach your hose. So I'm now going to attach my hose to this. Guys, it's so hot out here. I had was to just move the camera to a shady area because it's overheating. So let me just get all the water out this hose. And now I'm going to show you guys how it works. And this will not backfill into your main water system. So we're going to close it up, and now it's time to spray. I'm going to turn on my faucet. I'm going to set the camera up over there and just show you guys how I would be spraying if I was spraying for any form of insect on those plants. So now we're all set and we're ready to go. This is not turning off properly because this is an older bottle that I have, so yours won't operate this way. Hope you get what I'm trying to do here. And now, right, so it's off now. Now we're going on. You just move this thing over here, this lever, and it's on. And we're just spraying down everything. You can turn it down and you can go up under your leaves. And you can go through and you can get everything. And maybe to be untreating an area like this would have taken me about 20 minutes to go through, or even more. Now I can do this in less than 5 minutes and everything is coated. So you just have your solution in this and you just go through and you can coat your entire garden. So instead of you going for individual plants, you could just spray every plant in the garden to get rid of insect all over. So it's a preventative move also on you, the gardener part. Amaranths are also a detractor in the garden, or they distract insect and pests from other leafy greens in your garden most of the time. If you have a garden and you also, if you're not seeing the moth around, you're not out at night or early morning, late evenings to notice those moths when they're flying around. If you have amaranth in your garden, it is the first plant they are going to attack, and it's your amaranth. I don't know why, but they just love amaranth more. So they will go to your amaranth and they will start there. So the moment you start to see your amaranth leaf getting holes on them, that also can be an indicator that you should start treating your plants, your garden. It's super hot outside now, and I'm not gonna whine anymore on the internet about the heat. That's it from Country Morrow. God bless you all. See you in the next one. Be safe. Cheers.